Let us start with set theory 2. I'll be sharing this recording with you guys on the Telegram group. Every time I give you a few minutes to solve a question, I would want you guys to spend that time in trying to solve the question. Don't skip forward. Don't look at the solution. Set theory 2. Directions for questions. 300 employees work in a company. 20% of the employees are HODs. 70% of the employees have weekly off on Sunday. 180 employees own a car. Half of the HODs own a car. All HODs have weekly off on Sunday. 30 employees have a car but do not have weekly off on Sunday. So three categories I can see. There are HODs, there are employees who have cars, and there are employees who have weekly off on Sundays. Total three categories you have. Take 2 to 3 minutes and solve. What percentage of the company HODs own a car and have weekly off on Sunday? How many employees are not HODs and do not own a car? So there is no language of maxima or minima. These would be straightforward calculation based questions. Give it an honest try. So we start with three circles. One is for HODs, one is for car owners, HODs, car owners, and people who have off on Sundays. So 300 employees are there. 20% employees are HODs. 20% is 60. 70% employees have weekly off on Sunday. 70% is 210. 180 employees have car. Half of the HODs own a car. So what is half of 60? 30. So 30 people will come here. This portion and this portion would be 30. Half of the HODs own a car. All HODs have their weekly off on Sunday. This is a very important information. if all of the HODs have weekly off on Sunday, all of the HODs will be part of the circle Sunday. There can be no information, no HODs outside Sunday. So this is 0, this is 0, this becomes 30. 30 employees have a car but do not have weekly off on Sunday. So 30 employees will be part of the circle car, but they'll be out of Sunday. They don't have weekly off on Sunday. There will be 30 employees here. That means this is 180, this is 30, 30, 60, this will be 120. Now this and this, see, because there are 60 HODs, this has to be exactly 30. You cannot have anything more than 30 here. So 30, 30, 60, 60 plus 120, 180. This has to be 30. Now outside, how many people are there? We don't know. Nothing has been said, but you verify these things. This is 210. This entire circle is 210. 210 plus 30 is 240. So this must be 60. What percentage of the company HODs own a car and have weekly off on Sunday? So overlap of all three. It is what percentage of the company? Company are 300. 30 upon 300 is 1 by 10. 1 by 10 into 100 is 10%. That is this. How many employees are not HODs and do not own a car? If they are not HODs, they will be outside this circle. If they do not own a car, they will be outside this circle. So how many people are outside both circles? 30 and 60, 90. Most people will forget to calculate this number and will get the answer incorrect. The addition of numbers inside these circles is 240. Total people are 300. There must be 60 people who do not have a car, who are not HODs, and they don't have Sunday as a weekly off. These 60 people, neither HODs, nor having a car, nor having a weekly off on Sunday. So very, very easy level set. 2 questions should hardly take 5 minutes in the actual exam as well. Try. Take 2 to 3 minutes. Try. Out of 800 people living in a locality, 50% own a car, 60% can speak Hindi, 500 can speak English, 15% of total persons living in society own a car and speak both in English and Hindi. Of the people who own a car, 240 cannot speak English. Out of the people who can speak in Hindi, 180 own a car. There is no one in locality who does not own a car, cannot speak Hindi, cannot speak English. 3 circles: car owners, Hindi speaking, English speaking. Go on, try. Take 2 to 3 minutes, give it a shot. So we'll start with uh, a bunch of 3 circles. Total people are 800. Car, Hindi, English, 800. 50% own a car. 50% is 400. 60% speak Hindi. 60% is 480. You can do this verbally or use a calculator if there is a need. 500 can speak English. 15% of the total persons living in society own a car can speak both languages. What is 15%? 120. Of the people who own a car, 240 cannot speak English. So outside this circle, this region and this region, they own a car, but they cannot speak English. So these two combined are going to be 240. If these two are going to be 240, these two need to be 160 because total is 400. So this must be 40. So we deduced some extra information. And again, I'm not writing ABCD variable. I have drawn 2 lines and the outer number is 240. If there is a need for ABCD, we'll do that. We'll fill in variables inside. Out of those who can speak Hindi, 180 own a car. So these people in this circle on the right side, they speak Hindi. These guys. Out of those 180 own a car. That means this portion, this and this combined is 180. This must be 60. This must be 180. This number and this number combined are 180 because they are part of Hindi and they own a car as well. There is no one in the locality who does not own a car, cannot speak Hindi, cannot speak English. There is nobody outside here. That would imply addition of all the circles must be equal to 180. So how do I find out number of people here, here and here? So we have multiple hints. If I say this is A, B and this is C, we have A plus B plus C is equal to, this is 400. This entire circle is 400. So A plus B plus C will also be 400. There is nobody outside. So ABC plus this circle is 800. So ABC 400. Now how much is A plus B? Look at this. This is 160. 160 subtracted from this is 340. A plus B is 340. That means C must be, that means C must be 60. If C is equal to 60, C is equal to 60, 60 plus 60, 120 plus 120, 240. That makes B is equal to 240. That makes A is equal to 100. You should be able to answer everything from here onwards. What percent of people who can speak English can also speak Hindi? So you want English and Hindi as a percentage of English into 100. So English mein there are 500 people. How many can also speak Hindi? 120 plus 240. That is 360 into 100. 0 cancel, 72%. Straightforward. See the straightforward. What portion of people in locality do not own a car or cannot speak English? आपने बीच में क्या लगाया? और so थोड़ा tricky है. There are how many people in locality? 800. What portion of them do not own a car? People who are outside this circle, they do not own a car. People who are outside the English circle. See, first of all, this is a or question. Or means union. Union means people outside car are A, B and C. So 400 will always be there. I'll highlight this in a different color. A, B and C will definitely be there. People who are outside English, it is 180, 60 and C. C पहले ही काउंट हो चुका है तो दोबारा काउंट नहीं करना है C को. तो 180 plus 60 is 240. So your answer looks like 640 upon 800. आपको डेसिमल चाहिए, 0 gone, 8 से डिवाइड होगा 8 upon 10. The fraction is 0.8. That's your answer. यहाँ ध्यान देना, it was an or means हर एक चीज एक एक बार काउंट होगी. कार से बाहर कौन है? A, B and C, which is 400. इंग्लिश के बाहर कौन है? Who do not speak English? 180, 60 and ये वाले 60. लेकिन C एक बार पहले भी काउंट हो गया ना, और में हर एक चीज को एक बार काउंट करना है आपको. Take your time, copy this down, confirm you're able to keep up all of this. Moving on from this, read and try. In a survey conducted among 120 families living in a locality regarding the daily newspaper they read, the Telegraph, the Times of India, the Hindu, the following data was recorded. The number of families reading the Hindu, the Times of India, and the Telegraph were 64, 48, 45 respectively. 21 families did not read any of the three newspapers. 9 families read all 3 newspapers. How many families read exactly one newspaper? So, do I need to draw circles for this? Probably not. There are 120 families in locality and 21 families do not read any of these newspapers. That means 99 families read one or two or three papers. One or two or three papers. I am going for region theorem because I don't see any question that is asking me for how many read only telegraph or only TOI. I don't see that. When we add these numbers, 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 4, 17, 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 4, 14 plus 1, 15. That is region 1, twice of region 2 and thrice of region 3. It clearly says 9 families read all the newspapers. So this is 9. If this is 9, 90 is equal to region 1 plus region 2. If this is 9, this becomes total 27. So 130 is equal to region 1 plus twice region 2. This is region 2. So by subtracting this, you get region 2 is equal to 40. You get region 1 is equal to 50. Region 3 is already given to us as 9. How many families read exactly one newspaper? Exactly one newspaper, 50 families. So this is fourth or fifth example we are solving on region theorem. Region theorem is also used for maxima minima. So I want you to learn and observe this trick. When to apply region theorem, when to apply set theory. What is set theory? A union B union C. That is set theory, that long formula you have seen. When you have to go inside those circles and find out this number or this number or this number individually, then we think of set theory, then we think of circles. If the question talks about exactly one paper, exactly two papers, at most two papers, we try to do it through region theorem. This also is a fairly straightforward question. Take 2 to 3 minutes, give it a try. In a school, 20% of the students play chess and cricket. See, there is no only. Only is not there. 39% students play exactly two games among chess, cricket, and rugby. 53% students play rugby, 58% students play chess, 45% students play cricket, 15% play none of the three games, and 40 students play all the games. So in this question, this is the only real number. Rest everything is a percentage. So I would like to solve this question through percentage. I'm imagining there are 100 people. There are three circles. There are three sets. One is chess, one is cricket, and one is rugby. 20% play chess and cricket. Chess and cricket would mean this part and this part combined becomes 20. Don't put that number inside. 39% students play exactly two games. So observe this part, and this part. That is 39. That is what we call region 2. Region 2 is 39. 53% play rugby. 58% students do not play chess. If 58 do not play chess, 42 should play chess. That is complement. We are removing the part that do not play chess, 58. So how many should play? 42. 45% play cricket. 15 play none of the three games. So there are 15 people outside who do not play any of the three games. So how do I approach this question to find out how many play exactly one game, how many play only rugby, and so on and so forth. So I'm leaning a little towards region theorem right now. See, 15 do not play any sport. So 85 should play either one sport or two or three. I'm using chess as a sport here. Now, what is the addition of this number, and this number? 40, 40, 50 is 130. 130 plus 10, that is 140, is equal to region 1 plus twice of region 2 plus thrice of region 3. If I subtract both, this is 5, this is 13, 13 minus is 55, is equal to, this is 3 times. So that is equal to region 2 plus twice of region 3. And region 2 is given to you 39. This is 39. If you subtract 39, we will have 16 is equal to twice of region 3. We will have region 3 as 8. So that is 8%. This is 8%. So what happens here is this central value becomes 8. This value becomes 12. Now region 2 is 39. So this dot and this dot combine with 12 is 39. So these two are 27. So this is 27, this is 8, this is 27, 35. 35 subtracted is 18. So here, let me go back to the actual number. What do we have here? 40 students play all games. According to me, that number is 8. That is my assumption. In real, there are 40 students. So reality is 5 times of my assumption. So how many students play exactly one game? See, I'll put that number here, 39. I'll put that number here, 8. That is 47. When I subtract 47, I will have 38. 38. So according to me, people who play one game are 38. But real value would be 5 times of 38. 0 carried over 4. 190 people play one game. How many people play only rugby? Only rugby according to me is 18. In reality, it will be 5 times, that is 90. How many students play rugby and cricket? Rugby and cricket is this dot, this one. If 20 play only chess, people who play only chess is 20. Now see, I have done everything as a percentage. So 20 would be war percentage. See, in reality, it is 20. So my assumption will be 5 times divided. That will be 4. थोड़ा संभल के, थोड़ा movement पे ध्यान देना. This is equal to 4. If this is 4, this is 12 and 8, that is 24. 24, this becomes 18. This becomes 9. According to me, people who play rugby and cricket are these 8 and these 9 people. Rugby plus cricket. According to me, that is 8 plus 9, 17. In reality, it will be 5 times 85. In reality, it will be 85. Take your time, observe everything. 100 assumption से कितना फायदा पड़ा. Region theorem, see, I had to apply mix and match of both. कहीं पे ऐसा क्वेश्चन है only one game वाले कितने हैं, कहीं पे ऐसा क्वेश्चन है how many play only rugby. इसको आंसर करने के लिए I have to go inside circles. How many play rugby and chess? I have to go inside circle. So I have to apply set theory as well as region theorem. Learn this. Assuming 100 saved us a lot of time. Moving on. कैट में यही हो रहा है रिसेंट ईयर्स में. क्वांट के अंदर में सिंगल क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. लास्ट टाइम कैट में पूरा सेट थ्योरी का कंप्लीट सेट वाज इन 2017 2018. उसके बाद पूरा एक सेट नहीं आया है सेट थ्योरी पे एलआरडीआई में. क्वांट में एक एक दो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. गिव इट अ ट्राई. टेक 2 minutes. Think. In a class, all the students applied in at least one of the three examinations, CAT, FMS, XAT. 24 students applied for FMS, 32 applied for XAT, 36 applied for CAT, 12 students applied for both FMS and XAT, 15 applied for both XAT and CAT, 9 applied for both FMS and CAT. If the number of students who applied for all three were 25% of those who applied for at least two of the three examinations, how many students were there in a class? So everyone has to apply in some exam. So I will draw three circles. There are three exams, three sets, CAT, FMS, and XAT. So 24 applied for FMS, 32 applied for XAT, 36 applied for CAT, 12 applied for FMS and XAT. It does not say only FMS and XAT. तो ये दोनों मिलाकर that is 12. ऐसा बाहर लिखने का है 12. 15 applied for XAT and CAT. XAT and CAT इधर से आएगा 15. This and this dot combined are 15. Whereas 9 applied for both FMS and CAT. The number of people who applied for all three exams was 25% of those who applied for at least two. जो all three exams में apply कर रहे हैं, those are 1/4, 25% of those who applied for at least two. At least two वाले जो बच्चे होंगे वो 2 and 3 both में होंगे. कम से कम दो में अप्लाई करना है, कम से कम दो में करना तो 3 में भी कर सकते हो. When I rearrange this, I will have this information. 3 times of set 3 is equal to set 2. इसे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया फिर इसको माइनस कर दिया. डोंट पैनिक. 3 times of set 3 is equal to set 2. और हर बच्चे को कहीं ना कहीं अप्लाई करना जरूरी है. So it sounds so far like region theorem to me. ऐसा region theorem type लग रहा है मुझे. So when I add this number 36, this number 24, this number 32, 36, 24, 60, 60 plus 32, 92. 92 is equal to region 1 plus twice region 2 plus thrice region 3. I can put it here and say ये वाला equal to region 2. So I can say region 1 plus 3 region 2, क्योंकि ये region 2 के बराबर है. Region 2 is equal to 92. अभी भी we are stuck. So I get an idea from here. अगर मैं इस पे ध्यान दूं 9, 15 and 12. If I add 15 plus 12, 27 plus 9, 36. What that means is आपने ये पोर्शन एक एक बार ऐड किया, ये बाहर वाले एक एक बार ऐड किए, which is region 2. लेकिन सेंट्रल पार्ट 3 बार ऐड हो गया ना. जब आपने 9 ऐड किया तो भी ऐड हो गया, 12 में भी ऐड हो गया और 15 में भी ऐड हो गया. तो सेंट्रल पार्ट 3 बार ऐड हो गया. From here we know region 3 is equal to region 2. यहाँ पुट कर दो. So 2 region 2 is equal to 36. So region 2 is equal to 18. अब देखो अगर region 2 आपका 18 आ गया तो region 3 कितना आ जाएगा 6. जो इंफॉर्मेशन मिल गई मैं लिख देता हूँ. Region 2 is 18. Region 3 is 6. अब यहाँ पर if I put, देखो region 2 था, this was region 2. This is 18. 18 into 3, 54. 54 को अगर माइनस करेंगे यहाँ से तो we will have 38. Region 1 is 38. तो how many people have applied for exams? क्योंकि बाहर में कोई नहीं है, हर किसी को एग्जाम अप्लाई करना ही करना है. Everyone applied for at least one of 3 exams. बाहर में 0 है. 18 plus 36, 56, 56 plus 6, 62. टोटल 62 स्टूडेंट्स हैं क्लास में. तो सर्कल्स का एज सच यूज तो नहीं हुआ क्योंकि हम सर्कल्स के अंदर में तो नहीं गए, बट इट हेल्प्ड अस इन विजुअलाइजिंग कि कैसे हमने सेंट्रल वैल्यू निकाली. कैसे निकाली हमने सेंट्रल वैल्यू? ये और ये मिलाकर 9, ये और ये मिलाकर 12, ये और ये मिलाकर 15. तो बाहर की वैल्यू एक एक बार काउंट हुई, दैट इज कॉल्ड रीजन 2. बीच की वैल्यू 3 बार काउंट, दैट इज कॉल्ड रीजन 3. अब इससे आप देखो कई सारे बुक्स में यू विल सी, कई सारे क्लासेस में यू विल सी ऐसा ए बी सी डी ई करके दे अज्यूम 6-7 वेरिएबल्स ए बी सी डी ई एफ जी, बार भी एक लगा देंगे। इतना सब मत करो। जब मैक्सिमम मिनिमा का जरूरत पड़ता है तब शायद आपको 2-3 वेरिएबल का जरूरत पड़े, या फिर कोई 2 या 3 वेरिएबल लगेगा if something is missing और abc बनेगा। लाइक few minutes back you see we use 3 variables यहाँ पे abc। 3 से ऊपर वेरिएबल अगर आपको लग रहा है इन अ कैट क्वेश्चन, आप गलत राह पे हो, आपको क्वेश्चन नहीं समझा है और यू डू नॉट हैव अ प्रॉपर और बेटर मेथड फॉर इट। Try this, take 2 minutes, try this। In a group of 30 members belonging to a sports club, every member played at least one of the 3 games from football, cricket, hockey. 18 members played at least 2 games. If the number of members playing exactly one game was thrice those of playing all 3 games, how many played exactly 2 games? मत बनाओ circles। 30 members हैं and they have to participate in one or other game. There are 3 games, so region 1, region 2 and region 3 combined is 30. 18 members played at least 2 games. At least 2 means 2 and 3. Excuse me. If this is 18, this must be 12. If the members who play exactly one game was 3 times of those playing all 3 games. ये किसका 3 times है? This is 3 into 4. That means ये 4 members हैं। ये 4 members हैं तो ये 14 members होंगे। Way too easy question, just to tell you, गोलों की जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ पे। रीजन 1, रीजन 2, रीजन 3 से बन जाएगा। Three questions are there total, so I'll give you 5 minutes to try. Start. Read carefully. Is it set theory based question, region theorem based question? कैसे बनेगा? Read carefully. 85 children went to a mall where they could play ping pong, Mario, Contra. It was known that 20 of them played all three. 85 children are there. 20 have played all three games. 55 of them played at least two of the three games. 55 played at least two of the three games. So if this is 20, this must be 35. Each play cost rupees 1. Total receipt of the mall was rupees 145. A child can play a game only once, but can play multiple games. एक बच्चा एक गेम खेलेगा, एक बार खेलेगा, but multiple game खेल सकता है. So it might happen some child has played ping pong and Mario. It might happen some child has played Contra and ping pong. खेलेगा तो एक बार खेलेगा, but multiple games खेल सकता है. Same game cannot be played twice. So ये जो 85 है, इसमें ऐसे बच्चे भी तो होंगे who did not play any games. So ये हो जाएगा region 1 plus region 2 plus region 3 plus region none. ये भी तो होगा. So some of the information I know here that this is 35 and this is 20. So these two are 55. Furthermore, एक गेम 1 रुपए का है. 145 rupees were paid. जो कोई भी गेम नहीं खेल रहा तो उसकी पेमेंट तो जीरो होगी. जो एक गेम खेल रहा है they will pay money 1 rupee. जो दो गेम खेल रहा है they will pay 2 rupees. People who are playing 3 games will pay 3 rupees. तो ये मुझे पता है this is 35. 35 into 2 is 70. ये मुझे पता है 20. 20 into 3 is 60. So this becomes equal to 130. तो ये कितना हो जाएगा 15. ये 15 हो गया. तो ये 15 है, ये 55 है, that is equal to 70. तो ये 15 है. जो कोई भी गेम नहीं खेलेंगे वो 15 है, जो एक गेम खेलेंगे वो भी 15 है. How many children did not play any game? ये ध्यान देना, nowhere does the question say that they have to play a game. ऐसे भी लोग होंगे जो कोई भी गेम नहीं खेलेंगे, केवल घूमने गए हैं वहां पे. So 85 में people who do not play a game will also be considered. वो लिखना पड़ेगा आपको, वो देखना पड़ेगा आपको. Next one. What was the bill for the people who played only one game? Only one game वाले 15 लोग हैं. They will pay 1 rupee for each game they play, 15 rupees. How much amount was paid for the children who played all three games? 60 rupees. ये यहाँ पर 20 लोग हैं जो तीनों गेम खेल रहे हैं and every time they participate उनको 1 rupee देना पड़ेगा. That is equal to 60 rupees. आखिरी वाले का आंसर 60 rupees है. टीटा क्वेश्चन. अभी आपको बहुत इजी लग रहे होंगे because you have seen all variations by now. सेट थ्योरी, रीजन थ्योरम, 4 सेट आपने देख लिया, मैक्सिमम मिनिमम आपने देख लिया. Now I'm only finding these easy. These are standard questions. 120 families live in a housing society. Each family owns at least one refrigerator, air conditioner, LCD TVs. So take 1 to 2 minutes. Complete this. 24 families have only refrigerators. 20 families have only air conditioners. 26 families have only LCD. At least 40 families own both refrigerator as well as air conditioner. At least is the word. At least. Could be more also. How many families own a refrigerator and a LCD but not an air conditioner? So let me give it a try for you. There are 120 families. They must own something. So all circles combined must be 120. बाहर कोई नहीं है. What are these? Refrigerator owning families, air conditioner, and LCD TV. They own these. 24 own only refrigerators. Only. 20 families own only AC. 26 own only LCD. तो this is 50 plus this is 20. तो region 1 so far is 70. मतलब region 2 और region 3 मिलाकर I must have 50. There are at least 40 families who own refrigerator as well as air conditioner. So only नहीं कहा, there is no only, own both का. तो this and this combined is 40 or more. कम से कम 40 का है और more भी हो सकता है. How many families own refrigerator and LCD but not AC? Refrigerator and LCD but not AC. ये आपका सवाल है. This is your question. तो आप सॉल्व करने क्यों जा रहे हो मेरे को एक बात बताओ. ये मिनिमम 40 है, ये मिनिमम 40 है, मिनिमम 40 है, ये टोटल 120 है, ऑलरेडी 70 मेरे पास है. मतलब ये नंबर और ये नंबर कंबाइन करके 10 होगा या 10 से कम होगा. दिस क्वेश्चन मार्क एंड दिस क्वेश्चन मार्क कंबाइन इज आइदर 10 और लेस. देखो स्क्रीन पे आपको इसका आंसर चाहिए ना. हाउ कैन इट बी 12, 15, 30? द ओनली ऑप्शन पॉसिबल इज दिस. कुछ सॉल्व नहीं करना आपका, खाली ऑब्जर्वेशन लगाना है. पुट दोज नंबर्स इनसाइड दोज सर्कल्स and observe. What have we applied as a logic here? This and this is already 70. Region 1 is 70. तो region 2 and 3 is 50. तो ये चारों पोर्शन जो बीच में होते हैं ये 50 के बराबर होंगे. आपने कह दिया ये दोनों ही 40 या उससे ऊपर है, एटलीस्ट का आपने. तो ये दोनों 10 या उससे कम होंगे. अब 10 से कम तो ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. दिस इज 10. दिस इज 10. People who own refrigerator and LCD but not AC. AC के अंदर नहीं जाना आपने, केवल इसका आंसर देना. Learn these tricks. Observation से आपका ये क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा. Try again. Take 2-3 minutes. Give it a try. In a selection process, each candidate has to appear for two types of tests, T1 and T2. 200 candidates fail test 2 while 300 fail test 1. The ratio of number of candidates who fail both tests to those who pass both tests is same as the ratio of number of candidates who pass T2 to those who pass T1. This ratio is an integral value. The number of candidates who passed both tests, question mark. So in terms of value, very little information is given. Then information is about ratios, ratios, ratios. So 200 candidates fail the test 1. There are only two tests. Let me put that in circles. There might be people who failed both. It does not say anything about that. So I'm assuming total people are not known. This is T1, this is T2. And now I am going for variables ABC because I don't have total value. If I knew total people are 500. So by removing 200, I could tell you how many passed T1. That we do not know. So I'm calling this A, B, C and D. Very rarely you will see me using variables for all spaces, but यहाँ जरूरत पड़ेगी. People who failed in T2, जो T2 के बाहर है वो है A and D. So A and D combined is 200. 300 people failed T1. T1 के बाहर है C and D. You'll find them to be 300. अब ना तो इससे A निकलेगा ना B निकलेगा ना C निकलेगा. Only thing I can find out is C minus A is equal to 100. एक वेरिएबल मैं कम कर सकता हूं. इसको मैं लिख सकता हूं 100 प्लस A. एक वेरिएबल कम हो गया हमारा. Now the information goes on to say the ratio of the candidates who failed both tests, A, D, failed both, to those who passed both. Passed both means B. It is same as the ratio of candidates who passed test 2. Test 2 को पास करने वाले कौन है? B plus C. तो I can write it as B plus 100 plus A. ऐसा. To those who pass T1. T1 को पास करने वाले कौन है? A plus B. अब इस पूरे को सॉल्व करके हमें क्या चाहिए? हमें चाहिए people who passed both tests. हमें B का वैल्यू चाहिए. So right now I'm looking at three variables. एक वेरिएबल D है, एक वेरिएबल B है और एक वेरिएबल A है. How do we manipulate this so that we can find out at least one of these terms? थोड़ा सा मैं लॉजिक लगाता हूँ कंपोनेंट डिविडेंडो का. If I take it and subtract here, तो मेरे को इसको माइनस करना पड़ेगा. D minus B is equal to 100 upon A plus B. थोड़ी सी हेल्प मिली, but still it is not possible to find out B. We are stuck with this. The ratio is also an integral value. So A plus B should be able to divide 100. ये जो A plus B है ये 100 को divide करना चाहिए. तो obvious सी बात है, this cannot be the answer. B cannot be 100. नहीं तो A 0 हो जाएगा आपका. No, still not possible to find all three terms from here. That's still three variables. थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे manipulate करके I could rearrange this and say B upon A plus B is equal to D minus B upon 100. Still, there are three variables on screen. You and I cannot solve for three variables. Answer B cannot be determined. इसमें अगर और कोई हिंट होता, मैक्सिमा, मिनिमा या फिर और कोई तरीका होता इक्वेशन सॉल्व करने का इन टू वेरिएबल्स, वी कुड हैव ट्राइड. लेकिन ये तीन वेरिएबल में जाके फंस रहा. आप देखो ना, जब से क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करोगे you will end up with a quadratic of B. Moving on. try. Take 2 minutes, give it a try. These are not easy problems. आपको ऐसा लग रहा होगा because I am solving it for you in the recording, तो आपको easy लग रहा होगा. आप खुद से ट्राई करो, 2 से 3 मिनट लो, आपको फील आएगा. These are advanced questions. I think I solved the entire question, the previous question without audio. The audio was muted on my device. So I'll go back and re-solve it for you. मैं पूरा फिर से solve करता हूँ आपके लिए. What this question says is, कोई स्कूल में 270 स्टूडेंट्स हैं और उनको एक ने एक स्पेशलाइजेशन लेना पड़ेगा. They have to take at least one specialization among the three, finance, HR, marketing. एक एक सर्कल आ जाएगा इनका इंडिविजुअली. फाइनेंस, एचआर, मार्केटिंग का. फाइनेंस, एचआर, मार्केटिंग. टोटल देयर आर 270 स्टूडेंट्स. बाहर कोई नहीं होगा. Then people who opted for all three was 37.5%. 37.5% जो होता है, it is 3 out of 8. किसका 3 out of 8? Exactly 1 का. अगर exactly 1 वाले 8 है तो all 3 वाले कितने होंगे? 3. ये information है. Those who did not opt for finance was 50% of those who opted for finance. ये हमने misinterpret किया. अभी ऑडियो चालू है तो फिर से करता हूं. जिन्होंने फाइनेंस लिया वो 2 हैं, जिन्होंने फाइनेंस नहीं लिया वो 1 है. तो दोनों मिलाकर 3 हो गए. टोटल 90 आपके पास. तो फाइनेंस लेने वाले 90 टाइम्स है बेटा. 90 टाइम्स इज 270. तो फाइनेंस लेने वाले बेटा 180 हैं और फाइनेंस नहीं लेने वाले वो 90 हैं. तो ये तीनों मिलाकर 90 जिन्होंने फाइनेंस नहीं लिया. People who opted for finance was 50% of those who did not opt for finance was 50% of those who opted for finance. लेने वालों का आधा है, नहीं लेने वाले. टोटल 3 हो जाएगा. 270 बनाना 90 times. Which in turn was 25% more than those who did not opt for HR. HR नहीं लेने वालों से ये 25% ज्यादा था. कौन? ये जो 90 है, it was 25% more than those who did not opt for HR. ये कैंसल हो गया आपका 18 times, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई 72. 72 लोगों ने HR नहीं लिया. तो कितनों ने लिया होगा? 198 ने HR लिया है. Reading further. Those who opted for only finance and marketing was 33.3% of those who opted for all three categories. If the number of people who opted for only finance and HR was 50% of those who opted for only finance. ठीक है. तो यहाँ एक बार पढ़ते हैं. Those who opted for only finance and marketing. ये दोनों, ये नंबर बराबर हैं and they are both 1/3 of this. तो ये 3x है, तो this is x. Now talking about people who opted for only finance and HR was 50% of those who opted for only finance. ये अगर 2y है तो ये y है. ये सारे हिंट आपको अभी तक दे दिए गए हैं. अब क्वेश्चन ये है, आपको ये पूरा सॉल्व करके क्या निकालना है? वो लोग निकालने हैं जिन्होंने ऑप्ट किया हो exactly 2 or 3 स्पेशलाइजेशन. तो आई वाज टेलिंग यू गाइस इट्स अ लिटिल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. फिर इसको भी निकालो, फिर इसको भी निकालो एंड देन सॉल्व. मैं कह रहा हूं उल्टा सोचो. ये जो लोग हैं दीज आर 11 का मल्टीपल. ये 11 का मल्टीपल है. तो टोटल में से आप जब रीजन 2 को माइनस कर दोगे, आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 11. इसको माइनस करो 270 में से तो यू हैव 234. इज देयर अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 11? नो इट इज नॉट. इसको माइनस करो तो 198. इज इट अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 11? यस. तो ये अकेला आपको मल्टीपल ऑफ 11 देता है. बाकी भी आप ट्राई करोगे तो आपका आंसर मल्टीपल ऑफ 11 नहीं आ सकता. 18 into 11 is 198. So B is the only answer option possible. वो बीच में 10 मिनट के लिए ऑडियो बंद हो गया था, मेरे डिवाइस का ऑडियो ऑन नहीं था. So hope you rewatched and learned from this. यहाँ पे भी करेक्शन है, थोड़ा ध्यान दो, नंबर्स में करेक्शन है यहाँ पे। टेक 2 minutes, गिव इट ट्राई। बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है, बट सीधे सीधे वैल्यू आपको पुट करनी है। There are people who like cake, there are people who like Hershey, there are people who like Bosco, 3 sets are there, then people who like both। तो आपको लगे, अगर सेट थ्योरी लगेगा A यूनियन B यूनियन C, उससे बना लो, या रीजन थ्योरम लगेगा उससे बना लो। You have close to 2 minutes for this। In a school, there are 200 students. 100 like cake, 50 like Hershey, 60 like Bosco, 30 like both cake and Hershey, 35 like both Hershey and Bosco, and 45 like both Bosco and cake. Now the question is, what is the maximum number of people who like at least one? What is the maximum number of people who like all three, and minimum, and so on and so forth. If this information was not given, how many like both? for every pair. If this was not given, I would go with region theorem. Here what I will do is, because दो के पेयर में आपको बता दिया how many like both, थोड़ा आप ध्यान दो. How many people are there? 200. Does it say they have to like at least one? No. 100 like cake. 50 like Hershey's. 60 like Bosco. 30 like both cake and Hershey. Here I will write 30. This and this combined are 30. 35 like Hershey and Bosco. This and this combined are 35. And 45 like both Bosco and cake. Now in such questions, see, if you assume this number, it is this number, if you assume x, y, z, whatever that is, it is part of one circle. If you assume a number in the middle, it is part of all circles. So assuming a number in the middle or a variable in the middle decreases your overall calculations. I can solve this question for you using the region theorem, but you'll find this as an easier approach क्योंकि ये as a pair दे दिया. If I take this as x, तो ये हो जाएगा 30 minus x, 35 minus x, ये हो जाएगा 45 minus x. तो यहाँ पे x पे एक बार ध्यान देते हैं. Can x be equal to 31? ये दोनों तो चलेगा, but here x becomes negative. ये negative हो जाएगा. So x must be less than equal to 30. 30 से कम होना चाहिए क्योंकि 30 में से आप माइनस कर रहे हो उसे. अब ये कैसे निकालेंगे? इनको ऐड कर दिया 30. 30 minus subtracted from 100 is 70. 70 minus 45 is 25. तो ये 25 plus x है. What is this? This is 30. 30 subtracted from 50 is 20. 20 minus this, 20 minus 35, तो ये आ जाएगा x minus 15. प्लस माइनस खेल है, मैं केवल इसको और इसको ऐड करके माइनस कर रहा हूँ, वो हो जाएगा आपसे, अपने आप से हो जाएगा. This is 45. 45 subtracted is 15. 15 में इसको माइनस कर दिया, x plus 20. Now do you see, यहाँ पे जो ये नंबर है, x will never be below 15, क्योंकि अगर 15 से ये कम हो गया तो आपका ओवरऑल आपका ये नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. x is between 50 and 30. x क्या है? मिडिल मोस्ट नंबर है. तो all three जो है, all three, इसका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू पॉसिबल 30 है और इसका मिनिमम वैल्यू पॉसिबल कितना है? all three का 50. ये अप्रोच कब लगाना है? लर्न दैट प्रॉपर्टी, लर्न दैट ट्रिक, जब इंडिविजुअल आपको वैल्यू दे दे दो की. नाउ व्हाट इज मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल ऑफ दोज हु लाइक एटलीस्ट वन? मिनिमम ऑफ दोज हु लाइक एटलीस्ट वन. एटलीस्ट वन का मतलब है मेरे को सब नंबरों को एक बार ऐड करना. आई हैव टू ऐड एवरी नंबर एटलीस्ट वंस. एक बार सबको ऐड करना. तो देखो 100 अगर मैं ले लूं, इफ आई टेक 100, तो ये सारा काउंट हो गया. एक एक करके क्यों ऐड करना? अब उसके बाहर में क्या है? 35, 20, 55. 55 माइनस 15, तो उसके बाहर में है 40. ये वाला माइनस एक्स, ये वाला प्लस एक्स कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो बच गया प्लस एक्स. ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने एटलीस्ट वन को तो बिलोंग किया. 140 प्लस एक्स. अब देखो, अगर आपको मैक्सिमा चाहिए, अगर आपको इसका मैक्सिमा चाहिए, एक्स को मैक्सिमा कर दो, तो ये 170 हो गया इसका मैक्सिमा. अगर आपको मिनिमा चाहिए, कम से कम एक रीजन में तो हो, जिसे हम यूनियन कहते हैं, और आपको मिनिमा चाहिए, तो व्हाट इज मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स? 15 पुट कर दो यहाँ पे. तो सारा का सारा मैक्स मिनिमा किस में हो गया? सिंगल वेरिएबल एक्स में सारा मैक्स मिनिमा हो गया आपका. कभी भी अजम्पशन लेना पड़े इस तरह के सवाल में, मैक्सिमा मिनिमा वेरिएबल्स कम करने हैं, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द मिडिल. आपने पिछले एग्जांपल में भी देखा, यहाँ जब मैंने अजम्पशन लेना शुरू किया तो शुरू कहां से किया मैंने? मिडिल से. तो ये उससे दोनों लिंक हो गए ना. Moving on. Moving on. Try this. Not more than, could be more than, if की इंफॉर्मेशन है मतलब नया इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है तो थोड़ा सा हैवी रहेगा ये सेट एज कंपेयर टू 2 सेट्स बैक। इस थोड़ा सा हैवी रहेगा इससे। बाकी तो आप कैट लेवल क्वेश्चंस बनाए रहे हो सारे। टेक 3 to 5 minutes, give it a try, give it honest attempt। Let me solve it for you. Out of a group of 245 people, 105 visited Bhandara, 95 visited Kamptee, 95 visited Sangamwadi, 15 of them visited all three places, while 190 visited exactly one of the three places. The number of people who visited exactly two out of the three places is 3 times of those who did not visit any of the three places. अभी तक मुझे ऐसा फीलिंग आ रहा है I might be able to solve this with the help of only region theorem. केवल रीजन थ्योरम से भी मैं इसे आंसर कर सकता हूं, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है so far. 245 people will include those जो एक जगह गए, दो जगह गए, तीन जगह गए और जो कहीं भी घूमने नहीं गए. 105 plus 95 is 200. तो 295 लोग वो हैं जिन्होंने विजिट किया वन प्लेस और ट्वाइस ऑफ टू प्लेस और थ्राइस ऑफ थ्री प्लेस. जो तीन तीन जगह जाएगा वो तीन तीन बार काउंट भी होगा. 15 of them visited all three places. ये ऐसे 15 लोग हैं, 15 people. तो ये 45 हो गया. 190 visited exactly one of the three places. ये 190 हो गया. तो 190 plus 45 is 225. यहां से अगर आपने 225 माइनस किया बच गया 70. 70 बच गया तो रीजन 2 is equal to 35. एक बार कैलकुलेशन चेक कर लेंगे. This is 235. This is 235. तो बच गया 60. 60 upon 2 is 30. People who visited exactly 2 out of the 3 places is 3 times of those who did not visit any place. ये किसका 3 गुना है? इसका. तो ये मुझे मिल गया 10. तो मुझे सारी चीजें मिल गई. रीजन 1 मिल गया, रीजन 3 मिल गया, रीजन 2 मिल गया, रीजन नन मिल गया, सब मिल गया. चलो. How many people did not visit any of the 3 places? जिसने कोई जगह विजिट नहीं करी वो ऐसे 10 लोग हैं. ऐसे 10 लोग हैं. प्लीज पे अटेंशन. How many people visited not more than one of these places? Not more than one place मतलब जिसने कोई प्लेस विजिट नहीं किया और कोई एक प्लेस विजिट नहीं किया, इनको गिनना है. 2 और 3 वालों को नहीं गिनना है. नॉट मोर देन वन प्लेस. तो वन प्लेस वाले 190 हैं और नन प्लेस वाले 10 है. दोनों मिला के 200 है. दैट इज अवर आंसर. ध्यान दो, सीखो, ऑब्जर्व करो इन चीजों को. दैट इज A. If number of people who visited at least one of the two places, Kamptee and Sangamwadi, is 150. At least one. कम से कम एक प्लेस तो विजिट किया is 165. मतलब आपने मुझे इनका यूनियन दे दिया. यूनियन ऑफ कामठी एंड संगमवाड़ी is 165. How many visited only कामठी and संगमवाड़ी? केवल कामठी और संगमवाड़ी वाले कितने लोग हैं? तो 165 is equal to कामठी विजिट करने वाले कितने लोग हैं? 95. संगमवाड़ी वाले 95 माइनस कामठी एंड संगमवाड़ी, तो ये हो गया 180. 190. 190 में से इसको माइनस कर दोगे 25. तो 25 लोगों ने कामठी और संगमवाड़ी विजिट किया. इसके अंदर में वो लोग भी होंगे जिन्होंने ऑल थ्री विजिट किया. ऑल थ्री वाले कितने हैं हमारे पास? ऑल थ्री वाले हमारे पास 15 हैं. उन 15 को अगर आपने माइनस कर दिया तो बच गए 10. ये 10 लोग हैं जिन्होंने केवल और केवल कामठी एंड संगमवाड़ी विजिट किया. तो लास्ट पार्ट पे ध्यान देना. आपके पास ये था, दोनों का जो यूनियन था इट इज इक्वल टू 165. उसमें से आपने दोनों का इंटरसेक्शन निकाल लिया. तो दोनों के इंटरसेक्शन में तीनों वाला भी तो काउंट होगा. ऑल थ्री भी तो आएगा उसके अंडर में. तो ऑल थ्री वाले कितने हैं? 15. उनको माइनस कर दिया तो केवल 10 लोग हैं जिन्होंने सिर्फ कामठी और संगमवाड़ी विजिट किया. एग्जैक्टली 2. तो ये क्वेश्चंस इजी क्यों लग रहे हैं आपको? आपने सारे थ्योरम देख लिए रीजन थ्योरम सेट थ्योरी के। ये कैट का सेट है, थोड़ा ओल्ड है बट कैट का है, तो गो ऑन ट्राई, बनाओ इसको। अच्छे से पढ़ो, अच्छे से ट्राई करो इसको। इट्स अ फेयरली एडवांस सेट,